When you load your iPad's home screen, you should see two Shopify icons. One, the blue Shopify shopping tag icon, which is for the point of sale app. And the second icon is the green Shopify shopping bag icon, which is for the admin app. Today, we're going to be looking at the Shopify POS app, the blue shopping tag icon. I'm going to tap that. Here we can see the Shopify user pin interface. You might need to log in if you're an admin with a username and password first. In this case, I'm already logged in, so I'm just going to enter my 4-digit PIN to access the point of sale system. Shopify's POS is organized into 3 distinct areas. The main area over here on the left is called the Smart Grid, where we can see our products in our search bar. On the right is the POS cart. Once we add products to the cart, you'll see them show up here, and the checkout button will then become enabled where we can conduct a checkout. The bottom section is the POS footer bar, where we can see that I'm logged in, Patrick Stroud, that all my devices are connected properly, including the POS being connected to the internet. And then on the left, we have our main menu. You can see that we're on the home screen here, but if I tap on it, it will open up our primary menu where we have orders, customers, products, analytics, which is going to be our reporting. We can manage our register and staff, and POS settings, all from this interface. If I ever want to get back to the cart, I'll just go back to my home screen. Now let's look at the POS Smart Grid. The way that I have this Smart Grid organized is the first page are my products. I have it organized into my red wines at the top, then my white wines below that. Then I have a wine tasting and a wine glass if I want to purchase a wine glass. If I want to dig down into my different product types, I can look at my white wines in a listing or my red wines as a listing. These tiles are called collection tiles. In addition to having tiles on this first page, I can also swipe left or right to access more pages. This second page in my Smart Grid is where we have what are called action tiles. Action tiles allow me to do things like add a customer to the cart, or if I wanted to add a gift card, you can see I have add a gift card here on the left. If I want to access other applications like the Bloom app or the Experiences app that I have installed, I can access them here as well. And if I wanted to do things like fulfill local pickup orders or see what orders that I'm delivering locally, I can access those here as well. But let's go back to my products page. And I want to start by looking at the search bar here up at the top. The search bar is very powerful. It allows me to search for almost anything in the system that I want to search for. So I'm going to go ahead and tap into it. We can see that I've already searched a couple times here. I have recent searches for Bowers and Bauer. I was searching for a customer name. So if I wanted to just redo that search, I can simply tap that. And I can see my customer, Kevin Bowers, shows up here. I do not have any products. I do not have any orders. I just have one single customer with the search term Bowers in it. Let's say I wanted to see the details of this customer. I can tap on it. The first thing I can do is add this customer to the cart. But if I wanted to scroll down, I have some customer history here. I can see how long they've been a customer, how many orders they have, and what their lifetime value is. I can see their last 3 orders in the system with the amounts and dates. I also have their contact information, addresses, notes. In this case, I have his date of birth, tags, and some other customer options like if they accept marketing or if they are tax exempt. I'll go ahead and click the back button here. And let's do another search for an order number. Let's look for order number. Let's say I know the order number off the top of my head of 1483. We can see there's 0 products. There is 1 order, but there are no customers. I'm going to go ahead and tap on the Orders tab, and we can see that Kevin Bowers actually has an order ending in 1483. We can see it's paid but unfulfilled. Let's go ahead and tap into the details of that order. Again, we have some primary calls to action here where I can print a receipt I can do a return or an exchange, which we'll come back to. I can see the items on the order. In this case, it was one mixed 3-pack. I have the shipping address for the order, all of the payment information, including taxes and discounts, who the customer was, order history, transaction history, and notes on the order. In this case, we have Avalara installed, and we can see we have some notes here from Avalara, as well as some additional details, which is just information used by the system if needed. So again, let's go back. And I want to search for a product this time. So let's go ahead and remove that, and I'm just going to search for Merlot. Okay, in this case, we have 4 products with Merlot. We have 22 orders that have Merlot in it, and there's 0 customers with the search string Merlot. So let's say I'm looking for a product here. The 2017 Merlot, I can see there's 2 variants. I have a price range for those variants, so I can go ahead and tap into the details there. I can see that the reason why that there are 2 variants is because I have a bottle and a magnum, so I have 2 different size variants. I can see the stock for my location on each one of those variants. I can see pricing, and if I wanted to view details on these products, I can tap the link. Again, primary call to action, add to cart for this product if I wanted to, and a lot of product details. I can see the variant option, which is size of a bottle, the pricing, my inventory across both of my locations. I have a description, which includes the tasting notes, which might be handy if I needed to describe the product. And of course, other product information that is pulled from Shopify, like type, vendor, SKU, and if I had a barcode, and if the product is tagged, which in this case it is tagged by Bloom. Let's go ahead and use this primary call to action, add to cart. I'm going to tap that, and what we're going to see is that bottle is then going to be added to my cart over on the right. Now, if I'm done, you can see that my checkout button is now highlighted blue, and I can tap that to complete the order. But let's pretend like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to add more products to the order. Maybe this customer wants 3 bottles of Merlot instead of just 1. It's really easy to adjust the quantity of a bottle. All you have to do is tap the tile multiple times. So in this case, I'm going to tap it 2 more times. Now I have 3 bottles. If the customer also wanted, let's say, a white wine, let's try the Pinot Gris, I'm going to add that to the cart. And we can see that the cart is actually showing us that the Pinot Gris is out of stock. So that's unfortunate. We're not going to be able to sell that product today. So the easiest way to remove a product from the cart is just swipe left on it, just like you would on your iPhone. And then you're going to tap remove. And now that product is removed. So instead of the Pinot Gris, let's try the Chenin Blanc. Looks like we do have stock on that. I'm going to go ahead and tap that 2 more times because he actually wants 3 bottles. Now you'll notice I didn't get the variant picker there because I don't have a magnum for that product. So now I've got 6 bottles in my cart. Now let's say that we want to actually add a customer to this cart. Now you might want to add a customer before doing a checkout in cases of where maybe the customer is a member and you need to provide them a discount. Or you just need to see if they're friends and family, maybe they're a VIP customer, something like that. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my search here, and I'm going to erase the Merlot, and I'm going to search for Bowers again. And I'm going to go ahead and add Kevin Bowers to the cart by clicking the Add to Cart button. Now you can see I have Kevin Bowers in the cart, along with the 6 wines that he wants to purchase. Now I want to add a discount to Kevin's order. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swipe left to go to my action tiles, the page that has all my action tiles, and we can see that now the Apply Discount tile is highlighted. So I can just tap Apply Discount. Say I want to do a 10% discount. And I'm going to do that because he is a VIP customer. I'm going to click done. And now we can see that we have a 10% VIP customer discount added to the order. Taxes have been calculated. Again, this point of sale system is attached to Avalara, so we are getting the correct taxes on alcohol from Avalara in this particular case. And we have, again, the blue checkout button if we're ready to check out. But let's say that Kevin wants to now go taste some wine. He's not ready to complete his purchase. What we can do is save his cart, and we can see here on the action tile, we've added the Save Cart action tile to the smart grid. All I need to do is click Save Cart, and that is going to put Kevin's cart into the background where we can access it later, and I can start to build another cart if I would like to for another customer. Now let's say Kevin wants to come back and use that cart that we have saved for him. I'm going to go ahead and tap the Clear Cart button first just to get rid of these items I put in here. I'm going to click More Actions up in the top right of the cart. I'm going to scroll down and we'll see here View Save Carts. I have one saved cart in the system. I'm going to tap that. We can see that we saved a cart for Kevin. His total is $184.56, saved by me. I'm going to tap that. That's going to load his cart just as we left it back into the cart view, and we're ready to check out. So let's go ahead and test the checkout and see what that looks like. I'm going to tap the checkout button. Here we have a few different options for taking payment. The default option is going to be credit card, since that's the vast majority of users are going to have credit card in their system. We can also take cash, gift card. If I wanted to enter a credit card manually, I can do that. We also have Pay with Save credit card using Bloom, which I'll show in a different training. And then we also have split payment as an option if that's something that you wanted to do, split payment across one or more or two or more customers. I'm gonna go ahead and just dip my card into here. I have the new chip reader from Shopify. And so it's completing the payment. It's been approved. I'm going to have the customer remove the card. Now I'm ready to either print a receipt. So over on the right, if I had a receipt printer set up, I would be able to click Print Receipt, and that would print automatically. I could email or text a receipt as well. Let's go ahead and tap Email. We're going to email it to his email address. We're just going to click Send here. We can see that the receipt has been sent. We have a payment summary, and now we're done, ready to go back and start over again. That concludes the training of the POS Smart Grid and Cart and checkout.